Shinagogo, baby. What's up, guys and gals and fighting game enthusiasts of all ages? Kyle here, back with a bit of interesting news. Well, news that I felt like was important because even though it's not official, I kind of wanted to point it out because it brings up an interesting point. We have a lot going on, well, and a lot to come as far as the next few months and the next few days. Marvel Infinite's on the horizon, the DBZ betas will soon be here, and honestly, it's a very good season for fighting games. But however, I wanted to point out something. I noticed something interesting today, something like this. And immediately I thought, oh my god, does Street Fighter V have something new in store? But unfortunately, it isn't as good as I thought it was. What it happens to be is that somebody modded, and I can't say for certain, has happened to mod new animations into Street Fighter V to give characters new supers. And the only ones that don't seem to have it are Mika, Karen, Cammy, Chun-Li, Manat, Ed, and Colleen. And honestly, a lot of them look so good, like they look like they need to be real. Like my favorites honestly are Laura. Laura's definitely because it reminds me a lot of Blanca's with her own personal spin on it. Hers, Ken's looks really cool, which surprisingly, and I don't like Ken. And some of them look kind of silly, like Geef's looks really kind of dumb, him helicoptering into the sky. But honestly, a lot of them look official. And even though this is a mod, it brings up an interesting point of the PC community is very interesting in fact, and it's so interesting, like the costumes and everything that people have put into the game that make me honestly want to buy Street Fighter V again on the PC. But honestly, there isn't enough going on with it that I would outright do it. However, there's good news to come from this. Usually when things like this happen, even though there has been talk, if you follow maybe Vasper Arcade or Maximilian, you might necessarily get hints of possibly a new version of Street Fighter V, maybe a Super Street Fighter V, Ultra Street Fighter V, what have you. Anyway, things like this tend to get noticed. Costumes, honestly, when the Legacy Pack, like for Alex and Ibuki, their third track costumes were supposed to be in the game, a lot of people just went and already did it before that was even announced, and it just came out a little while ago. But even so, those things on the PC already existed, and actually, honestly, a lot of them look better. And these supers are one thing that people have been screaming for a while, along with new V triggers and just balancing, just a total overhaul. I've talked about this before. So really, this thing, this kind of event right here, even though it's not an official kind of thing, it still brings, like people's wants to light. And whether or not like people at Capcom or big heads notice it is another story. But I have a feeling like things like this don't go unnoticed. It's hard not to see it. It's everywhere, and these new critical arts are interesting and possibly might give some initiative to the folks that basically make the game to say, hey, maybe we should kind of get our butts in gear because, hey, people are doing it themselves, and they can essentially do that, which is pretty damn close to the real thing. Why can't we? So, guys, even though this wasn't necessarily news, I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit because it really is an interesting thing, and it just looks damn cool too because, like I said, as soon as I saw Laura do a new animation with like the lightning coming from the sky, or just her basically being an X-Men and just shocking the shit out of Guile, then yeah, I honestly had to talk about it. So I'll be back with more news as it comes, or anything that I find interesting. I'll be playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite soon. Yeah, because I'm kind of really interested in the mechanics of that game. I know a lot of people aren't too hyped for it, but honestly, I just want to learn the game. That'll be soon enough, and yeah, just more content in general. I'll keep it coming. Guys, I appreciate you being here. If you're new here, I appreciate the attention. So I'll keep running strong. You guys stay awesome. Guys and gals and fighting game enthusiasts of all ages, shine on. See you next time.